What is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Time to get ready to go for the online time trial event on Gran Turismo 7. It's the lap time challenge at Red Bull Ring for the Nissan Skyline Super Silouette Group 5 84 is now at the go. On the recap for the last video at the trial mountain circuit for the Honda Civic Type R FKA Limited Edition 2020 turns out to become greater and go hard to be in the FF challenge for only one car to take the understeer challenge by having 15 turns around in the trial mountain circuit. But it turns out that doing the best effort to go hard onto the main goal to be as usual according to the main update to be changed up until moving on to take the next challenge for the classic Nissan Skyline to be at the Red Bull Ring circuit. Goal time to be at 1 minute 29.062 seconds and 3% to have 2 million credits for only one more day to go. But I've been spending so much time on video editing is gonna have to do some more segments and few attempts because working hard and go for the goal is all about doing the main objective time as Gran Turismo players. But as always, to be putting up onto the silver medal, but that's good. Just gonna have to try and keep working hard until you have to reach up and go for the goal. On to the next video to have this part of the challenge. So I have to take a good look for the regulation. Racing medium tires is now good to go. Wide body and nitrous is prohibited. BOP/tuning forbidden is now set to be on mid speed and specified as well to be eligible to be having with one specified car for the 84 Nissan Skyline Super Silouette is now featured for today's event. Shortcut penalty is going to be set to be on light, so make sure do the best while you can, and I'm about to show you guys something that I just put up to have two different kinds of livery variation that you may ever recognize. But here it is, a red and blue variation livery of the Nissan Skyline Super Silouette as you may ever seen from Gran Turismo 2. But of course, because I'm always going to have to go with a blue livery because this is how my favorite color is going to be perfectly well chosen. So let's get in there and put up with the BOP regulations to be set up automatically and make sure that the regulation violation needs to be put up onto the match. Switched up onto the tire compound from hard into medium. There you go. 561 horsepower and 2,326 pounds is now perfectly to be well checked. Let's see how it turns out and go classic to be as a true pro racer. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, go and click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more, and don't forget to click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos in the later future. Now it is time to get ready to start the time trial event. Let's begin! Alright. Now I'm on board and get everything to be rolled out. The strategy is going to be quite very simple if you're going to have to take much more progressive time to go hard for the goal. Gonna have to pack up and go acceleration, and this one is going to be a perfect blue match variation to become as the alternate variant design. Talking about having an alternate variant for this car is going to be quite perfect blue to be matched. So turn 1 cleared, gonna have to move up onto turn number 2, keep at it, and go forward to be on the first sector towards the end. Okay, there you go. Gonna have to try to go for the right. Feels like I'm just having a tough headache after I've been working so hard to do some video editing from the 3-day weekend competition. Since we have participated first round in Season 2 of the Nations Cup and Manufacturers Cup along with Porsche Esports Challenge USA and Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup. Talk about having a most important competition event that we've been look forward to it and go hard to have a very good, excellent official online tournament. But I mean for myself, because I'm always going to have to do some more plans and ideas for video editing. Talk about having a production and go for some growing development for myself. Well, I mean, mostly other YouTubers just spend hours and come up with a perfect idea. We'll have to get things to be on shape and doing some flying entertainment to do some more viewers. But I know this is all about doing some hard work and do a main challenge. So there goes lap number 1 clear. Moving on in lap number 2. Gonna have to take turn 1. Push for the acceleration and keep it stationary. Okay, very good. Keep pushing away onto the gap. I know this is going to be a very tough challenge to go for only a minute and 29 seconds. It's going to have to be very more precisely and well careful. But I mean, I know I'm just going to have to push myself. But I'm just going to have to take much more chance to go well improved to master every turns on every track. Every skill and advantage is going to have to do some fine proper improvements. It's going to have to do some skills and practice to have different kinds of driving skill disciplines on the track. Gonna have to keep going forward and go for the flow. Okay, sector 3 is on the way. Come on, keep going. Looks like the gap is going counting by the numbers. Take the final turn. Going in. 1 second is marked calculated. 1 minute and 31.765 seconds. Okay, looks like I need to get myself to be under control. Almost lost my chance, but it'll have to start over by having a new day to build out with some mileage to get a roulette ticket. Talk about having a 6-star roulette ticket for the first time after I just got received from the 5-star. 2 times in a row, 1 time from the 6-star roulette ticket is going to be my best time ever to see which prize should I get. But mostly exactly that any kinds of different chances between with Gran Turismo credits, parts, invitation, and different cars to be adding up to have a random chance. But you know what I mean, because I know this is all about doing some best interest to have a prize, because it'll have to take it much sooner to have different star tickets to be needed in by every different kind of rarity. But it's all about hard work. But yeah, I know it's all about having a hard work after taking some various race events, like participate on other kinds of events in the world circuits, sport mode, and time trial events, especially custom race. But I haven't gotten yet because I'm still gonna have to be as an ordinary busy man. That's how doing a hard work development is gonna have to do everything I can for my YouTube channel up to 1,000 subscribers. Press on to take lap number 4, go for turn number 1, keep up and go for the pushing pace. There's the ghost car right over here. Okay, now let's go for sector 2. Take the inside on the curve. Come on, just gonna have to work hard and pretend that I'm just racing in the super license exam. But good thing I just finally acquired the super license. Perfect time moment and going expert to take on for every time trial event. We'll have to go quicker and faster to have my luck and skillful set. So let's keep pushing and proceed on to the final sector in lap number 4. Okay, looks like gonna have to go and pack up to have almost to be at least 9 seconds. 1 second is gonna be added up according to the decimal. Okay, perfect. Now let's step up onto turn 15 to be at the final stretch. Almost forgot about the different track. Okay, looks like record update. Now go hard and get on to 1 minute and 29 seconds to have my one-way ticket to be at the perfect goal. Okay, there goes the minus. Going in. Now I'm gonna have to do the same thing from the previous lap. That's very good. Now let's take turn 3. Going down onto the sharp hairpin. Okay, let's keep trying and go smoothly on the turn. Almost had that chance. It'll have to do much proper clean racing line skills to have this much better strategy. Okay, take that final turn, go for the brake. Push the throttle and go for a new fresh. Record update by 1 minute and 30.171 seconds. Now let's have a different turn. Let the ghost car go proceed. So let's see how the strategy might have to do perfectly for my previous run. Okay, poor effort by doing a late break. Come on, I just really need to be focused. Looks like it's gonna be 8 minutes and 43 seconds since the start of the video. I'm just taking a good look on the race time. Okay, let's keep trying and do some follow-up step. But be very more careful about ignoring track limits. That's how what happens, because losing your perfect time will end up by a penalty. So let's just gonna have to go and exit out and see my current standings in session 1. Okay, halfway there. Now let's see. 2 highlights marked on the green in lap number 5 to be on the stats. 22.855 seconds in sector 1. Sector 2, 39.882 seconds. Sector 3 in lap number 3 marked to be on the green is 27.179 seconds. Much excellent and doing a fine progress work to have this first section to be cleared to have 1 minute and 30.171 seconds. So let's see how my main outcome. Go for the silver. Okay, well, maybe if I could might have to go with different options to be using with the steering force back and controller to be on sensitivity. Let's try and go with sensitivity number 8. Don't forget about the replay, because regular and best lap will be needed as well to be shared with the main memory log to be part. So here I go again, on to attempt number 2. So you see, using the controller's sensitivity is all about trying to do your best and go improvement to be on the main time. So that's how going faster and push for the main advantage to have this new record attempt to have back to square one. So let's see how the sensitivity is going to get much tested to see how it feels. But it'll have to take much more time, because it'll have to take by exactly over 30 minutes for this part of the content video. Okay, let's make a pause for a second. Just gonna have to take a time out, viewers. I have to make sure to have the steering force back will be needed to get things to be adjusted. Let's time in. Talk about having some improvement skill to be racing on a different track. Different cars and track is going to be well tested up to be seeing some good disciplines. But you'll have to make it much brighter and more quicker to see it, how it goes. But I'm still on the chase for the ghost car before moving on to take lap number 2 in session number 2. So let's move on and go quicker to have this main gap time to be set and proceed to be going in. Turn 1 is going to be very tricky, so make sure to be very more careful to get caught in the penalty. That should be doing much safer and more clearer to have this main fine opportunity. So keep going forward. All I can see is 0.7 seconds behind the gap. Make it go for 0.8. That's more like it. Handling skill is going to get much more closer to have this quicker ways to go. So let's stay on track onto the apexes, going down onto turn number 4, proceed onto turn 5 and 6. Come on, almost there. 1 minute and 39 seconds is going to be my main goal time. Okay, so very close. I guess I just really don't want to get caught in that penalty. 0.3 seconds. So far, so close. But it'll have to take plenty more of that to have this more quicker improvement to be mastered on the track. Going classic and modern experience is all about the recipe of giving a con-trial success. So let's do this, and gonna have to kick it up and go for the ghost car to be on the chase. Okay, watch out for the next turn onto the hairpin. Looks like that turn might be going a little bit loose up. This is my chance. Come on, keep going hard left. Final sector in lap number 2. Almost had that chance. Keep it smoothly. No. Looks like that might cause a 0.5 second penalty to ignore track limit. Okay, well, I'll have to take a second timeout. So let's go back onto the controller settings and give something to be using with some sensitivity check. So go for 10, putting up onto the force feedback max torque onto 7. Feedback sensitivity to be on 9. So let's time in again for the second time. So let's try this again. see how the communication of driving on the track is going to have to do some major steps. But it also had to do more practice when it comes in to have some sensitivity and doing some force torque and feedback sensitivity to be well quicker and be much more precise. But anyway, the strategy tip is going to be quite very possible to go for the goal during the part of the online time trial event. Mostly Epic Gran Turismo players who have barely tried to work their way onto the top position to get the goal is going to be doing some fine expert work. But in the meantime, because going silver is going to be doing much average, but especially to be on the bronze, you should probably have to work hard and go better to be right at it to be updated onto your main current record time to this part of the time trial event. But talk about strategies on turns and track for every different cars between road and race car. So let's keep trying, so I can probably have to stick together. Come on, keep this ace course to be put up onto some mini attempts. Step up onto the final turn. Be very more careful to go off the track in the final corner. Okay, so looks like it also makes sense. The feedback and max torque needs to have everything to be packed up and go quicker to see how it goes. But I know my thinking strategy is going to have to find a perfect instruction strategy tip is going to have to beat that gold record time by exactly 1 minute and 29 seconds. But anyway, I almost got a little bit more steamed out because the heat temperature on the inside just didn't cause me to have a sweatier effect. But I'm always going to be pretty much sweaty that I just really want to have a fresh cold air conditioner. But not to mention because it's still in the summer season. But it'll have to wait until winter comes. Okay, going down. I know this is going to be having a hard time like this forever. Okay, let's do this again. Now, let's go for lap number 3. Onwards and go for turn 1. Precise and be strategized. Come on, just gonna have to go up onto turn 3. Follow up and do the main step. Okay, let's slam the brakes. Keep it proper communication, all in order. Okay, gap distance is now set to be in order position. Gonna have to be very more exercise caution. Moving on in sector 3. Keep up the pace and go chase the ghost. Let's go for lap number 4. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to go hard right. Okay, looks like I almost lost my cool. But anyway, let's just gonna have to exit out and see my stats for the final outcome. Very good job. 4-star roulette ticket received. I'll have to hang on to it because I have to keep building up with some more. Okay, looks like still in the silver. 4.09%. Comparison to the world record. Position 24,704th place. Alright, so I guess it takes plenty more hard time attempts. Might have to do some quicker ways and do some helpful tips. But in the meantime, because you could probably have to go and use the global ranking that we might have to put up with some ghost replay made by other Gran Turismo players. So let's keep pressing the R1 and find a good perfect match in 1 minute and 29 seconds. When you're having some trouble to beat the main objective time, there is also to have a replay icon to be well shown to be on the global ranking. But this one right over here to have this player is going to be received to have this main record time in 1 minute 28.216 seconds made by KFUR Jam. So let's get ready to load that ghost up and see how it works. Talk about having a challenge to beat the main record time to be as a ghost car. Let's go and take on for having a brand new session and quickest way I go. But the harder it goes, the stronger we'll have to beat the main objective time to go for the goal. Turn 10 and turn 1 is very challenging to go exercise caution to avoid a 0.5 second penalty. Let's start the time and go for the chase with 2 ghost cars are in the way. Let's take turn 1 on the way and go straight away to be forward. Red Skyline Group 5 race car is in the lead. Same goes to my blue Skyline livery to be as an alternate is now going well behind to be currently stationary. Come on, keep it up and go for the pace. Same strategy after taking turn 3 and go on to be at the straightaway from A to T onto turn 4. Okay, looks like still got more acceleration than that. Turn number 5 is clear. Let's take the braking position on turn 6. That's more like it. Going hard in turn 7 on to turn 8. The gap distance is going to be well checked to be correction. Clearly it's going to be having 0.3 seconds behind. Slow down onto turn 9. Brake onto turn 10. Okay, looks like it's going to get much closer and doing some fine update. 1 minute, 29.430 seconds. So good, but still have a long way to go. Now, let's see how a perfect guess will be doing a perfect game to have a number of gap distance during the part of the time trial event. So, looks like it's going to get much entered to be on the brake zone. And here it comes. Yellow highlight to be marked in check. Keep at it and push up to have 0.1 second behind as usual. Okay, going hard in turn 4, so gonna have to keep much more dependent. Okay, it's going much advantage on turn 6. Take that chance onto turn 7. Okay, splendid work. 0.3 seconds is still there. But now it's going to have to get much closer to push through. Now for turn 9. Here it comes. And slam the brakes onto turn 10. .183 seconds. Come on. I still got more to go. keep more trying and do hard effort to stay on focus to be in the main ghost car to be in the red color. Turn 3 is on the way. Stay well defended by having 0.2 seconds to still inactive. This is my chance. Deaccelerate. Push on to turn 6. Come on, gonna have to keep going harder. Looks like I could probably have to take 1 minute and 28 seconds to have a brand new record for you guys. Oh yes, looks like it's gonna get much good and cleared to be succeed. 1 minute 29.052 seconds. But let's have a good check for having a further minor checkup, and that makes a fine mileage in 73.4 miles to be on a driving marathon. But I spent 5 sessions and now I'm moving on in session number 7. But clearly to have a main record time to have 1 minute and 29.052 seconds to be as my best time. Let's have a good check on the results. Lap number 3 in sector 1 and 2, 22.514 seconds and 39.367 seconds. Lap number 1 is going to be good to be checked on sector 3, 26.901 seconds. Very good. Much more perfect. And very good news. Just the gold record I ever wanted. Comparison to world record is going to be at 2.99%. Position in 12,368 place. I know this is going to be so much more hard work effort to have a brand new clip. So replay and best lap to be add up to be having a very good, excellent memory log to be on the highlights. But good job, viewers. Good job and master with a Nissan Skyline Super Silouette Group 5 1984. But it's so challenging and go harder until the event is over for only 1 day left. So what do you guys really think about having a lap time challenge at Red Bull Ring for the Nissan Skyline Super Silouette Group 5 1984? It was so amazing to have a blue color alternate variation just like the red color as the original. Feels like Gran Turismo 2 and doing a new ways by having expanded opportunities by playing GT7. We'll have to go and step up before moving on to take the next time trial challenge on Wednesday. But it was a lot of fun out there to have a second time to be reached up onto the goal. Good thing I have 2 silver and 1 gold before adding up by 1 more in about 1 day left until this event will be checked and complete. So let's get ready to wrap this up, but there's no need to have a roulette ticket at the very moment. Talk about having a reminder notice to have one other thing to start building out for only 1 single day to keep up and go clean racing. So let's wrap this up before at the end. Thank you for watching on my video in Gran Turismo 7, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos if you like to see. And don't forget to follow me on any social media platforms like DeepNet Art, Instagram, GT Planet, Twitter, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Total Drama fan art with car liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.